Hi everyone, welcome to Whispering Souls. It's Ken Mason coming back with part two of seeing a spirit on purpose. The whole point of this is that we have all been born or natural mediums. So I wanted to show people how easy it is to get to spirits or to connect to spirits, especially past loved ones. So in the first one I showed you how you can connect to and visually see a spirit that's around you or given to you by your spirit guide to show you how easy it is. It was either a child or somebody in a room. So now I'm going to show you two ways of how to connect to your past loved ones. You know, I don't guarantee that's going to work all the time, but part three will have a longer version of how to connect to past loved ones with a more intense way of getting to them. But this is just another quick way of getting to them. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go back to what we did last time. We need to kind of close our eyes and imagine ourselves being in that room again, or perhaps even in a room that you feel more comfortable in. Perhaps your old family home or somewhere where you're really, really happy with. Just imagine yourself walking around that room. If you're using the original room, find the child or whatever spirit it is, start interacting with them, start talking to them or whatnot. And you're going to find in this case that you're going to have a bit more connection with this child. So, like if it's the child, then, play a game with them or speak to them, try to change the hair color. And you'll notice that they won't like the hair being changed. And this is your quick way of knowing that this is an actual spirit. Now, while you're there in your mind, I want you to kind of say or ask whoever you're interested in seeing to come and join you. And they're not going to join you right in that room. But ask them, please come and join me in this room. Or you can probably even better say it before you go into this, but sometimes it gets confusing, especially if you're in a house. So as you're talking to this child and you've asked this other person to come and visit you, notice there's a door to the right. In the spirit world, everything to the right is positive, everything to the left is negative. So you'll see a door on the right hand side. So what I want you to do is go to that door, open it, and then go in and see who's in there. Now, for those who cannot visualize very well, use your feelings and your senses to feel the child and feel the room. Now, this is obviously the one of the ways of seeing past loved ones. This is a very quick and not necessarily the only way that's going to do it. In the third version of this session, we're going to go and actually do a very inept. I guess some people call it inept, especially people who don't believe in this stuff. Anyway, in depth is what I meant. So now the second part I'm going to do in this one is a little bit easier. Not easier, but a little bit more intense, but not overly intense. So moving away from the child in the room and whatnot, what I want you to do is to think of who you want to see again. And most of the time, again, it's a past loved one, a grandmother, a mother, somebody that you really want to see in life, a sister, whatnot. And I want you to go back to your home where you're really, really happy. And in this house where they were living, it could be their house, it could be them coming to visit you at your house. But imagine yourself in that house somewhere. And then just walk around and remember the things were that you always remembered, where the pictures were, the smells were, perhaps the food that was there. And just slowly walk around the house and check to see if there's anybody in the house or if there's any closed doors. If they are, open the door and see if they're inside. Most of the time when you go back, they'll be in the places where you've always seen them before, kitchens, living room, bedrooms, whatnot. So if you don't see them at first, just walk around. I can't guarantee that these exercises are going to work the first time. They always work after 2 or 3 times. If they don't work, it just means that you're still not ready to actually do these exercises. There might be a fear factor, or everybody can talk to past loved ones. In another video, we're going to talk about how past loved ones connect to us. They do talk to us all the time, and why they come and talk to us. So again, this is part 2 of this session. I'll be doing shortly a part 3, which is a longer version, more of a imitation, meditation. Sorry, I'm still suffering. I'm still working on this, recovering from the stroke, and this is why I'm doing this as well, for my own recovery. So again, try these exercises. Let me know in the instructions whether they work or they don't, where you feel that they didn't work, because I always like to modify things. I don't believe that talking to spirits or doing meditations for any long period of time is good. If something doesn't work after 10-15 minutes, give it up. It's just not going to work. You may have to try it a different day. You might be too stressed. You have to maybe have a couple of glasses of wine or beer just to relax you. And yes, people say, oh, you can't have booze to do spiritual stuff, but that's not true. If it relaxes you and allows you to connect better, as long as you're not drunk, okay? Not as long as you're not to the point where you're starting to be a little tipsy and whatnot, then you're beyond the point of getting high. But again, try these exercises. Let me know in the comments below whether they were good for you or they weren't. Again, we're going to be having some local exercises, or maybe some online exercises for people to try it. Sometimes it works better if you have 2 or 3 people in the same room. So get together with friends and whatnot, try it, and let me know. Again, the third one is going to be more of a meditation. This is just a quick 5-minute thing. If you do connect with your past loved one, just let it go. Talk as long as you want, as long as they let you. Be aware they may not talk to you. They may just smile and wave at you, because you're not ready for it or you haven't connected to that level. Anyway, have fun with this, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.